Gilda, I went by your house today and it smelled like curry. It smelled delicious. Could I have some to give to my family? But our house is on the 7th floor of an apartment. Did you come all the way to the front door or something? Come now, there's no need to worry about the details. You see, everyone in my family loves curry, so we'd like to take it from you. Come on, Gilda, you know how we're struggling financially and have 3 kids to feed, right? Couldn't you be kind enough to just give us some food? Huh? Wow, so this is one of your sudden requests again. Everyone in my family likes curry as well, and I only made enough for the 4 of us, so I won't be giving any to you. I sympathize with your struggles, but I simply don't feel the need to give you our food. If you and your family are truly struggling, as you say, then why don't you apply for financial aid? But why would I apply for financial aid if you could just give it to me yourself? I mean, you say you don't feel the need, but in reality, you're just too selfish to help us out, aren't you? Besides, isn't it only natural for you to make curry for everyone in my family as well? What? Well, I guess you could call me selfish for not helping you out, but to be honest, we aren't really that close, Sophia. And I'm no saint that goes around helping the needy either. And no, it isn't natural for me to make curry for your family as well, since we barely even know each other. Do you text the other mothers like this all the time too? Aw, don't say that, Gilda. We're friends, aren't we? And no, I don't ask the other mothers for favors like this because I know you're the only one who's kind enough to actually help me. I mean, I'm always nice enough to ask for your curry, Gilda. Why do you always just turn me down? Seriously, don't you feel even a little bit guilty wasting my kindness like this? Yeah, but I've never even thought to myself that I'd like it if you received my curry. We're not friends, Sophia. Don't call me that. I mean, you're not really being kind to us anyway, since what you're doing is actually just bothering us by asking for our stuff. This is food I made for my family, so I won't give it to you. What? What are you trying to say, Gilda? I'm trying to say that I'm not going to give you a single spoonful of curry. If I had known it would come to this, I would have never entertained you by giving you some of our food last week. What did you just say to me? To think that I was nice enough to visit you guys at your apartment. I'm only trying to be a good neighbor, you know. All right, I'll consider this as just one of your pranks again. A prank? This isn't a prank, Gilda. I'm being 100% serious. If you're not a selfish bitch that only thinks about herself, then give me some of that curry you made. Yeah, call me whatever you want. What makes you think I'd care? Anyways, I still have some housework I need to take care of, so bye. Hey, hold on! But if you don't give us some of your curry, then my family will have nothing to eat for dinner. Seriously, Gilda, if we starve, it's going to be your fault. Just give us your curry so you won't have to feel guilty anymore. Hey, Gilda, what's with the car? Huh? What do you mean the car? The car that was parked in the parking lot? Oh my god, I am so jealous of you. If you're talking about my car, then I've been using it for about half a year now. What do you mean you're jealous? It's just a regular car made in the country. My, to think that you would call a car like that regular? That must mean that you were secretly rich, right? I mean, a car like this probably cost at least 100 million euros, right? Jesus, Gilda. What does your husband even do for a living? And why do you guys live in such a regular apartment if you've got so much money? What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Sophia. I mean, you live in a regular 3DK apartment, so I was just almost fooled into thinking that you guys were just an average household. I get it. You're the kind of person who doesn't care much about food or housing and just uses all their money on cars, right? Not really, but I'm pretty sure that our household income is pretty average, actually. In fact, due to the recent inflation, we've been forced to be tight with money recently. We definitely don't have enough money to buy a car worth 1 million euros, if that's what you wanted to ask. It's no use trying to hide that you're rich, because I already know. And now that I've seen that amazing car, it's your duty as a celebrity mother to support me and my family who are suffering, because we have 3 children, even though my husband doesn't earn that much money. You don't have any excuse not to give me stuff anymore, Gilda. If you don't, you'll truly just be a selfish bitch, and I'll tell all the other mothers about it. I already told you, my family is neither rich nor famous. So I'm afraid we won't be able to help you. And I don't care if you call me selfish or whatever, but it's just the way of the world. People prioritize themselves and their family above everything else, and we're no different. Besides, I don't want to be called selfish by someone who always asks for stuff but never gives anything in return. What are you talking about? What do you mean you're neither rich nor famous? I mean, your husband earns enough money for you to be able to be a housewife, right? That alone is enough to show that someone is rich in this day and age. I'm not a housewife. I just work from home. Oh, so that means that not only does your husband earn a lot of money, but you earn money yourself as well. That must mean that you have a ton of money then. You must do some high-class job yourself, right? I know you must be an investor or something. Wow, I never knew you were so talented, Gilda. No, I'm not an investor. I'm just a regular employee who works for the planning department at B Corporations. My husband is also just a regular office worker who earns a regular salary. Will you please stop making all these assumptions? None of them are true. I already told you, Gilda. I know you're lying because there's no way someone with a regular salary would be able to afford a car like that. Give me that car of yours. Huh? So this is what you wanted from the start, huh? If you're that rich, then you can just buy another one, right? So give it to me. My family clearly needs it more than you. Do you know how much a luxury car would help a struggling family with 3 children? A lot. I mean, we definitely wouldn't be struggling anymore. I'm afraid I won't be able to do that. That's the only car our family owns. And for the last time, we don't earn enough money to be able to just buy another car. Fine, then just let me drive it first. I'll decide then whether I'll take it from you or not. I won't give it to you, and I won't let you drive it either. Who knows what you might do? You might try to run away with it or get into an accident or something. Aw, please. It's fine if you just let me drive it a bit, right? Come on, Gilda, what harm would it do? No, it's not lending the car itself that's the problem here, but the fact that I'm going to be lending it to you, who, if we're being honest, I have zero trust with. Jesus, Gilda, you're going to hurt my feelings with words like that. I thought we were friends. If we really are friends, then just let me drive your car for a bit. I want to drive it, I want to drive it, I want to drive it. You're so stubborn. For the last time, I am not going to let you drive it. Bye. Huh? You're so stingy, Gilda. Fine, I'll just do something about it myself. I still really want to drive that car. So I thought to myself, so I went to the parking lot and, oh my God, the keys to the car were left on the hood. This means I can drive it, right? Yes, I knew you were my friend, Gilda. You always deny it, but I know you're just the kind of person that isn't very open about their own feelings. You're so cute letting me know I can drive the car in this fashion. I mean, seriously. You tell me that you won't let me drive it, but one day you change your mind and leave the keys on the hood, and you don't tell me anything because you're too shy to do so. Anyways, thanks for changing your mind about me driving the car, Gilda. I'll take it out for a ride right now. Sophia? You're going to take our car out for a drive? What are you talking about? But I'm currently driving the car on my way to the supermarket. Stop with these jokes, please. They aren't funny. I'm going to tell you one more time. I'm not going to let you drive our car, and I'm definitely not going to give or lend it to you either. Seriously, where do you come up with all this nonsense? Oh, my, looks like I got a text from Gilda while I was driving. Huh? What do you mean you're driving your car and are on your way to the supermarket? But I'm driving your car right now, so there's no point in trying to lie. Oh, I get it. You're still too embarrassed that you changed your mind and are actually going to let me drive your car, which is why you're still denying it like this, right? It's all right, Gilda. I forgive you for being mean towards me at the start. We're best friends forever, after all. To tell you the truth, I thought that driving this car was difficult at first, but once you get used to it, it's actually all right. I got the opportunity to take your car out for at least a test drive, so I decided to go somewhere far away, and now I'm on the highway. It feels so good speeding down the highway in your luxury car, Gilda. Sophia, what? You're on the highway? Don't tell me, but are you actually driving right now? Yep. Well, not exactly right now, because that would be dangerous, right? I'm currently at a road stop taking a break, though. It feels so good going vroom vroom and going full speed in this car. But I'm trying to tell you that I used our car to go to the supermarket. I already parked it in our parking lot, but I can see it from our balcony. I'm pretty sure it's still there. I'm afraid that yet again, I don't know what you're talking about, Sophia. Yeah. It's getting kind of old, Gilda. Oh, that's right. I forgot to tell you. The car was scratched a bit, but don't you dare complain about something as little as this, all right? Today's a test drive, after all. Make sure you have it repaired before I come and take it from you, all right? Sophia, can you still text right now? Yep, I'm still taking a break at the road sign. I'm planning on heading out soon. What is it? You said that you were driving a luxury car, right? The one with the golden number plate and the silver car frame? Yep. Why are you asking me that? This is your car, isn't it? You're weird, Gilda. I want you to stay calm and listen to me right now. Our family doesn't own any such luxury car. We only own a regular 4-seater. What? Yep, my car is a white car made by Nissan, and it was bought secondhand as well. What? But that was your previous car, wasn't it? I saw you leaving the parking lot driving a car like that before. It's the second closest one to the entrance, right? Yeah, I do park it at the second closest lot to the entrance. There, you see? But there's a similar parking lot 1 block down from the one I always use. I went to the balcony earlier to check if my car was still there and saw that there was a crowd gathering at this other parking lot. Could it be? I thought to myself and went to see what was happening. Wait, is it the case that... Yes, it is. You went to the wrong parking lot, Sophia, and mistook the luxury car parked at the lot second closest to the entrance for mine. Then you got in the car without the owner's permission and took it for a ride. I think this is what happened. No way! You've got to be kidding, right? There's no point in me making jokes at a situation like this. Then who is the owner of this luxury car? Yep, I think that's where you screwed up the worst. Who is it? Have you heard of Anton? Is that the crazy guy who's suspected of having ties with the criminal underworld? Correct. What? Then I'm in big trouble, right? Please, Gilda, I'll come back immediately and return the car without anyone noticing, so don't tell anyone that I took the car out for a drive. I told you earlier that there was a crowd at the parking lot, right? It means that Anton himself is there, and there's a commotion because he's screaming about how his car got stolen. No way! Apparently, there were eyewitnesses to you stealing the car and taking it out for a drive, so there's no point trying to hide anymore. Steal? I didn't steal it! There's no point trying to run away either, so you should just come back immediately and return the car, or contact the authorities right away. Gilda! What should I do? I got into an accident! I was panicking the whole time I was driving home, and I'm fine, but the car's been flattened threatened. What should I do? Seriously, what should I do? I'm fucked now, aren't I? Gilda, please give me 1 million euros. I need to pay for the car that I broke. I mean, this is all your fault for not telling me that that wasn't your car sooner, so you need to do something about this. Please, at least just read my messages. Apparently, if I don't give him 1 million euros by 3 days, he's going to do something terrible to me. I have no choice but to ask you, the one who's responsible for this mess, to give me the money. If you feel bad about getting me into this mess, then hurry up and give me the 1 million euros. He says I need to give it to him by sunset on Saturday. Gilda, where's the 1 million euros? Oh shit, the sun's about to set. My husband gave me divorce papers and went into hiding with our children, so I can't rely on them anymore. Are you going to tell me that you don't care what happens to me? Are you just going to throw me away, the friend you were kind enough to lend a car to once? Shit, the sun has set. Anton is here with a bunch of muscular men. Please, I need 1 million euros in cash right now. We're currently behind the parking lot his car used to be parked in. Come here quick. If you're not going to give me the cash, then at least come here so you can be taken away instead of me, please. He told me that if I couldn't pay the 1 million euros, then he's going to make me work for him for the rest of my life. He says that that probably won't even be worth half of what I owed him. Please, Gilda, I think he plans on selling me to slavery or something. I could already see Sophia telling everyone that it was my fault she broke Anton's car, so I decided to be one step ahead of her and tell Anton how she must have thought his car was my car because our cars are parked in the same spaces, but in different parking lots. But thankfully, he seemed to be a sane man and said, it's her fault for trying to take someone else's car in the first place, and told me that this was in no way my fault. By the way, it seems that Anton went to Sophia's husband and told him that he would let him and his kids go on the condition that he divorced Sophia. He didn't need to tell Sophia's husband twice. And he finished the necessary paperwork required for his kids to change schools and for them to move somewhere far away at the speed of light. Sophia's parents had cut ties with her years ago, and so now that her family left her, she was completely alone with no one she could rely on. I don't know if the rumors about Anton having ties to the criminal underworld are true or not, but it's true that Sophia suddenly disappeared the day after she was supposed to give him the money. No one dares question what happened to her after that, and there hasn't been a word from her ever since.
Sally, I'm on my way home right now. I just got on the train.
You're pretty late today as well.
Really? Oh, I thought I could come home earlier than yesterday, though.
Yeah, but it's already after 9.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I couldn't make it earlier. But because I'm usually even later than this, now 9 actually feels kind of early to me.
I can see that. But you really have been working super late. Is everything okay?
That's pretty hard, I have to admit, but there's nothing for me to do but get through it. I do really want to be able to go home earlier, though.
This is a bit too much overtime for one person. It's almost every day now. Is work really that busy that you have to stay so late?
Remember how I said my company is trying to expand into other fields? Well, because of that, there is a lot of work we have to do that we haven't done before. And everything is a bit of a mess since we're not used to this sort of thing. There's so much to do that even with all this overtime, we aren't making a dent.
It's annoying to have to deal with the company's decisions. But I guess if they don't expand into different fields, then they might get left behind. I guess there's nothing to do about it.
Yeah, there's not much I can say to them either. Or at least it won't do much good. But having to stay so late each day is really wearing on me. I would at least like to be home before Lisa goes to sleep.
Sorry, but Lisa already went to bed. I put her to sleep about 10 minutes ago.
Oh damn, I didn't make it. I thought it was a little earlier today, so she would still be awake. Not being able to see her makes all this harder.
You used to always come home by 7 and eat dinner with us too. Lisa also said that she misses you and wants to see you more.
Really? She said that?
Yeah, she did. She tried really hard to stay up today until you came home. But in the end, she couldn't do it and fell asleep on the couch.
Oh, she's so cute. Just the image of that makes me feel like I can keep going with work no matter how bad it is.
Is it bad? Apart from being busy, that is? You always used to say that work was fairly fun.
This time, though, I got asked to do the thing I hate the most.
What's that?
I have to go on a business trip.
Whoa, that is pretty rare.
I know it's been almost 3 years since I last had to go. I really didn't want to go if I didn't have to. But I really couldn't say no to it.
Yeah, it's not really up to you to choose what you do at work. So, when is it then?
From next Friday until the following Monday.
Oh, that's pretty long too.
Yeah, I know. And I lose both my Saturday and Sunday. I'm not happy about that. Those are the days I can usually spend with Lisa.
That's true. I'm sure Lisa will feel a little lonely.
Yeah, I won't be able to play with her all week. I hope she doesn't get too sulky.
I'm sure she won't do that. She's already in grade school, so she's old enough to understand that some things can't be helped. Plus, I can do something with her instead. She probably won't be upset as you might think.
Something about that makes me a little upset.
It's better than her being sulky though, isn't it? It's good for me and her to do something together with just the two girls. And there's something we can do that we never can when you're around.
What? What's that? What can't you do when I'm around?
Go and eat some fast food for dinner. You hate junk food, right? So we can never really go and get it. But if it's Lisa and me, then we can go from time to time. And then it means I don't have to clean up afterwards. So it's easy for me.
That's true. Eating out is always good. I want to go out with you guys too, though.
It's good for you to let your hair down on your own sometimes too. I know I do it. You should enjoy your business trip. You haven't been on one in a while.
Did you see the weather, Wolf?
No, I didn't. Why?
Looks like there's a storm coming and tomorrow's going to be rainy really strong.
Oh, but you have to leave for your trip tomorrow. You're pretty unlucky, aren't you?
Tell me about it. And it makes me want to go even less now.
Traveling in the rain can be a real pain. And you have more stuff than normal since it's a longer trip.
I know, right? It's so annoying to have to move around in the rain and through puddles. I thought I was depressed about going before, but now it's even worse.
It doesn't change that much whether it's a rainy day or a clear one. Plus, once you get to the airport, it won't matter too much. Maybe there will be a bit of turbulence, but that's it.
But even getting there is annoying.
Then why not catch a cab? Then you can just sit back and go straight from here.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm just complaining because I don't want to go. I really wish they'd sent someone else.
I know how you feel, but if you keep complaining about it, it will just make things worse. Why not try view this a bit of a fun trip and try to enjoy it?
You're right, I should. I'll do my best to be more positive about it.
Okay, do your best. Did you get all your stuff packed already?
Yeah, for the most part. Have to be up at 1 after all.
Okay, got it. Should I wake up with you and make you some breakfast?
Nah, don't worry about it. I'll just get something to eat from the airport. Take your time and sleep in tomorrow.
Thanks, but I'll try to wake up if I can.
Alice, what are you doing right now?
Oh, did you arrive already? Sorry that I couldn't wake up in the morning. I tried, but in the end, just couldn't do it.
I don't care about that. What are you doing? Where are you?
What? I'm with Lisa at a friend's house. Today it was raining, so we couldn't take them to the park. We thought the kids would be bored inside all day, so we thought we could let them play together.
Really?
Yeah, really. What is this all of a sudden? Are you really that interested in what we're doing?
Yeah, I am.
Come on, you just arrived for your business trip, and you have to be there till midweek.
I'm worried about it because you're lying to me. You're not at our friend's house right now, are you?
What? What are you talking about? Why would I lie about something like that? I really am at a friend's house. And Lisa is also having fun playing here.
Lisa was completely drenched here outside of the house. And she was alone. Where the hell are you right now?
What? She soaked through?
When she woke up and couldn't find you, she ran around looking for you apparently. And then she sat outside the front door, waiting for you to come home.
Wait a second. What do you mean she was outside the house? Are you with her right now? Aren't you supposed to be on your business trip?
I'm at home right now.
What? Why? What happened to your trip?
It got cancelled. The rain was getting so bad that the flights were grounded and then eventually cancelled. I got a call from work while I was waiting at the airport and they told me that it had been called off.
What? Then why didn't you tell me that earlier?
I thought I would come home and surprise you and Lisa, but I was the one who was surprised when I got home. You weren't there, and Lisa was soaking waiting outside.
So that's what happened?
Yeah. So, what are you doing that was important enough to leave Lisa all alone?
Oh, sorry. I actually just went out to do some shopping.
Then why'd you lie to me before? That isn't something that you need to hide from me.
Well, I thought you might get upset if you knew I left Lisa at home alone. So I just made up that story to kind of cover my tracks. Sorry about that.
Huh? What the hell is that supposed to mean? If you can't think of anything good, then just don't bother with the stupid excuses.
It's not an excuse.
Then why is the car still in the driveway? You always take the car when you go to the store. Plus, in this rain, it's even more of a reason to take the car.
It's because of the rain that I didn't take it. The visibility is low and it's dangerous to drive in weather like this. That's why I didn't drive.
There's no one stupid enough to walk to the store for some groceries in this kind of rain. Plus, it seems like you're in quite a hurry to leave the house. There's a bunch of makeup thrown around the table. You almost never wear makeup, but you're telling me that you made yourself up to go to the grocery store?
Even I like to do my makeup every now and then.
And then your favorite dress is also missing from the closet. You know? The one you said that you only want to wear on special occasions? Where'd you go wearing that? Because it definitely wasn't to Walmart.
You even looked inside the closet?
Oh, cut it out already!
I don't know what you were suspecting me of, but stop the random searches.
But it's all pretty strange, don't you think? You're not cheating or something, are you?
Of course I'm not. Why would you even say that?
Anyone would be suspicious in these circumstances. But it's not the cheating that I'm most angry about. How could you leave Lisa all alone in weather this bad? There was even a tornado warning.
I just went to the store to buy some things and was planning to be back soon. I thought it would be okay to leave her for just a while. I never thought that she might go outside to look for me.
She was worried that something might have happened to you. Lisa ran down the street looking for you.
She didn't just go outside, she ran down the street too.
Do you even know how bad it is? Some areas are close to flooding even. It's not safe for a little kid to be outside by herself in weather like this. Seriously, what were you thinking?
But I left her a note saying that I would be back soon. I thought she would be okay to be at home and would just wait inside.
Really, did you? Well, she probably didn't notice. Or maybe she was still worried even with the note. She's still little, so you never know what she might do.
But since she's home now, it means that she's fine, right?
No, she isn't. What happened? She was out in the rain for so long that she isn't feeling well. And her feet are all scratched up because she ran out barefoot.
Is she okay though?
I took her to the emergency room quickly and we just got back. But they said that some bacteria might have gotten into the scratches and there's a chance that she might get an infection. Think about how dirty the water filling up in the streets must be. They kept her in the hospital for a few hours, but then told me to take her home and let her rest there.
At least she got looked after. Thank God for that.
Do you even understand what you've done? She's lucky to get away with just a fever and some cuts, but who knows what could have happened? You have no right to call yourself a parent.
I'm sorry, I never thought that something like this would have just happened. I realized I did something really stupid this time. Anyway, I'll be home as soon as I can.
Don't bother coming back here. I don't want to see your face at all.
Ben, I can't breathe properly. You need to help me.
I don't care. I'm busy looking after Lisa right now. The poor thing. She has a fever of over 100 degrees.
I have a fever even worse than that. Plus, I'm coughing a lot and it's getting worse and worse. You know that I have asthma, so these things affect me really hard. If it gets any worse than this, I'll probably get pneumonia.
Really? Sounds pretty bad then.
Don't be so cold. This is your fault that this happened. You should care a little more.
My fault? What's my fault?
You didn't let me into the house yesterday. I was waiting out there in the rain for ages and ages, but you still didn't open the door. That's why I got sick.
I told you not to come back here. I told you that I didn't want to see your face.
But there was a storm outside. How could you leave me out there?
It's because I confirmed that you really were cheating and I couldn't forgive you for that.
I'm not doing that. I told you that yesterday too.
I found the bag that you were hiding in the back of the closet. It was full of lingerie and a hotel member's card. How are you going to explain that? I've never seen any of those things in my life.
That stuff, it's just a bag that I'm keeping for a friend.
And which friend would that be?
I can't tell you that. It would be embarrassing for her.
So then, you can't clear up my doubts. Should I ask around to your friends and see if you're telling the truth?
Don't do that.
And stop piling up the stupid lies one on top of the other. It's just going to make me angrier and angrier.
I'm sorry, Ben. I'm sorry for cheating.
Oh, so you admit it. Seriously, you cut it out with these stupid excuses. They're not believable and they just annoy me more.
I'm sorry that I lied to you too. But I never thought that it would turn into this huge thing. And what happened to Lisa too? I never wanted that to happen.
If you had done that on purpose, then I would have slapped you. But even if you didn't plan for it to happen, doesn't mean I have to forgive you. You left her all alone and this is what happened because of it.
But she's fine in the end, right? Sure, she got a fever, but that's all that ended up happening.
You can just stay wherever you are and suffer on your own. I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Wait a second. I think if I stay like this, then something bad really might happen. My fever is insanely high right now, and I can't stop coughing.
And so what?
I probably got pneumonia at this point. You might not know, but pneumonia can be really dangerous.
I do know that. One of my grandmothers passed from it.
And I'm in that situation right now. Please come pick me up and take me to the hospital.
Who would go do that? You're an adult, so take yourself there.
I'm begging you. I'm at the hotel near the station.
What are you doing in a place like that on your own? Why not go to your lover's house and have him look after you? Or maybe did he decide to break things off?
I can't go to his house. He's also married.
Oh, double cheating, is it? I feel bad for his wife, too.
I really think that what I did was horrible to you. And that goes for Lisa as well. But could you just put that aside for now and help me? I think if I don't see a doctor soon, things will get really bad.
Fine. Tell me the address of the hotel.
Thank you so much. You'll come, right?
No, I'm not coming. I'll just call an ambulance for you to the hotel.
How can you be so cruel? Don't you care what happens to me?
I help you right now because you're ill. That's why I'm calling you an ambulance. But I don't have the compassion to do any more for you than that.
Don't you think I've been punished enough already? Look at the state that I'm in.
You can't be saying that seriously, right? Lisa didn't do anything wrong and look what happened to her. Your punishment is going to be from here on out.
What punishment?
You're going to lose your family and the house you live in. You're going to move out and I'll have you pay child support for Lisa. Of course, I'm going to get primary custody of her.
You mean you're going to divorce me?
Of course I am.
I don't want that. I will never cheat on you again. I'll do anything, but please forgive me.
What use will anything you do have? It doesn't matter what you do. You hurt our daughter, and I will never forgive you for that. You can cry and apologize all you like. You can try and make me feel sorry for you, but it will do nothing. The only thing you can do for us now is to just disappear from our sight. After that, Sally made her own way to the hospital without needing an ambulance. It turns out that she was pretty close to developing pneumonia. In the end, she had to stay at the hospital for a few days after she came in. I went to visit her while she was in there one time, but it wasn't to check on her or see how she was doing. Instead, it was to talk to her about the divorce. Due to what she felt was my cold attitude, she broke down crying in the hospital bed, but I didn't relent or change my mind. I talked to her politely and businesslike, but not kindly, and in the end, she finally signed the papers for me. I also found out who she'd been cheating on me with and told his wife about what had been going on. Later, I found out that this was not the first time that Sally had left Lisa at home by herself so that she could go out and cheat. Thanks to that, I was able to win the custody rights for Lisa, and there weren't complaints from any other family members. Even Sally's parents didn't say anything against it. They fully understood why I did what I did. 3 days after everything happened, Lisa's fever finally went down, and she is now as healthy as ever. I'm incredibly grateful that she is fine and nothing serious came of this. I know well that it could have been much worse. From now on, I will do my best to make sure that Lisa doesn't have to experience anything like that ever again, and to raise her with all the love I can as her father.